So this was a wonderful trip we took in the fall of 2021, where we went north from Tucson, up through Phoenix, through Sedona, through Navajo lands, up to beautiful Monument Valley, looped around to the north, and headed back down south to the east side of Arizona through Holbrook, Show Low, Globe, and back to Tucson. Spectacular Sedona. I don't have enough words to say how amazing it is in Sedona. I lived in Sedona for 3 years and drove Jeeps for part-time, so I really enjoyed my time there. So many spectacular sights and places to go, and arts and crafts and hiking and restaurants. But the main reason for our trip was to visit Monument Valley and Petrified Forest. Monument Valley is well known for its spectacular scenery. Here's a picture of the mittens, famous like the hand of glove with the fingers, the thumbs coming up. This is in the Navajo country, the special Monument Valley Drive, a 17-mile loop on a very nice road that is dirt, but it's very easy for everybody to drive on. It is spectacular. It's got like 11 sites, places to pull over and stop, and many more after that. We're going to go on this little journey with you and show you the better ones that we found along the way. But this is a must-do. You come through Monument Valley, you have to do that. I think it only costs like $10 a car. And they have a really nice museum there with a spectacular viewpoint looking out over the mittens. And then you get to go on this spectacular drive. You're going to have a great time. Enjoy it. In order to cut down on traffic, they let only a certain amount of cars go through with a time period, so it's done very well, so you have a chance to feel like you're there all on your own. And here the road continues on back to the very back. Spectacular setting. See some of the amazing rock formations, some large boulders that you wouldn't want to roll down your backyard. And eventually you come to one of my favorite places with this vast overlook where you're looking back to the west across at the Mittens. It is a spectacular place, quiet and peaceful. It's just amazing, the views that are here, and you really get a sense, like you do at the Grand Canyon, of the magnificence of the area. Just one final look of the spectacular setting, the mesas, beautiful sandstones, siltstones, the iconic Western setting where many Westerns were filmed here, as you can imagine. And then we completed the road and went back to our hotel. There's some beautiful settings, these hotels that are set right up against the cliffs. Sunrise coming up over the mesas that you saw in the distance. The little tiny ones, those are some of the Mittens way in the middle there. It really is a spectacular place. A lot of great places to stay. We stayed across the road in this one area that, again, had a series of motel rooms tucked up against the mountains. It was really pretty spectacular. And we continue the next day, just over the hill. The highway continues north through the famous Forrest Gump setting where they filmed the Forrest Gump where he stopped in his run and went back home. There's actually a pull-off there so you can stop and take pictures, which many people do. It's marked with Forrest Gump signpost. Continued up and around and then headed back down the east side. Saw beautiful Canyon de Chelly, another spectacular park there. Well, we're spending more time. This is Spider Rock sticking up there like a spire from the bottom. It was a good place to take a tour with the Navajos. And on to Petrified Forest National Park. This is a huge area. Petrified Forest is a Chelly Formation about 220 million years ago of sandstones and siltstones. It was a floodplain, bringing down all the trees and logs from the hills deposited on these floodplains, which make up the petrified wood. Chelly formations, mostly sand, silts, different colors, different mudstones, but the logs in it have been replaced with silica. All the cells were replaced cell by cell with silica, many different colors, many different types, chert and chalcedony and regular quartz, and it's spectacular. And because the logs are now completely rock, they're so much more solid than the underlying siltstone, so they don't erode. So they end up being on top, forming little pillars like this. Amazing. It's very easy to find them. Spectacular area with really great little hikes along the way. Nothing really large, but you see beautiful logs like this. You get a good view of the quartz filling it. Some of the logs were really large too. This is just looking out across the vastness of it. And really like a wasteland in places, but it has a beauty of its own. This log here was pretty spectacular, about 50 to 60 feet, and looks just like wood. But you see it from the side, like lifesavers, the way it broke into little pieces, cylinders, if you will, of quartz. So this is beautiful petrified forest, completing our journey, which took about 3 days. So Leo's at large, signing off, heading out for other adventures. And I hope you got a little bit of inspiration to go to some beautiful places along the way. See you next time.